In this podcast episode, best-selling author Robert Greene joins Theo to discuss a range of topics including relationships, human interaction, and finding one's purpose in life. Theo begins by expressing his gratitude for the inspiration provided by Greene's books, such as The 48 Laws of Power and Mastery. The conversation delves deeply into the concept of purpose, with Greene emphasizing the uniqueness of each individual's DNA and the importance of listening to one's inner voice to cultivate this uniqueness. Greene explains that everyone has a unique sense of purpose, but not everyone connects with it. He uses examples of individuals like Albert Einstein and Tiger Woods, who discovered their purpose early in life and pursued it passionately. The discussion then shifts to finding purpose later in life, which Greene acknowledges can be more challenging, but still possible. He advises reconnecting with childhood interests and taking small steps towards one's goals, even while working a job that may not align with one's true passion. Reflects on his own journey of finding purpose, sharing his desire to make his mother laugh and the joy he found in helping others. He recounts a memorable experience in India, where he felt a deep sense of fulfillment working at a children's home. He emphasizes that purpose doesn't always have to be occupational, and that roles like being a parent can also be fulfilling. The conversation touches on the importance of contentment and peace in life. Greene notes that moments of contentment are valuable, but can be harder to come by if one feels lost or unfulfilled. He warns against seeking quick fixes like drugs or online distractions to mask feelings of discontentment, suggesting that finding one's purpose can lead to a more sustained sense of peace and fulfillment. The conversation then shifts to the impact of social media on individuality. Greene expresses concern that people are losing touch with themselves as they spend more time watching others. He believes that constant exposure to social media can lead to a loss of hope and a tendency to mimic others rather than being true to oneself. He suggests that a rebellion against this mechanical culture may be necessary for individuals to reclaim their individuality and connect with their inner selves. To get to know oneself better, Greene recommends journaling and reflecting on one's thoughts, dreams, and childhood memories. He encourages exploring adolescence, a formative period where individuals often feel the most rebellious and different from their parents. By delving into past experiences and emotions, individuals can uncover aspects of their identity and reconnect with their true selves. Greene shares his own journey of self-discovery, recounting a period of wandering in Europe, taking on various jobs, and struggling to find his place in the world. Feeling lost and unfulfilled, he eventually returned to Los Angeles and pursued his passion for writing plays. This decision marked a turning point in his life, leading to the opportunity to write his first nonfiction book, The 48 Laws of Power. Greene reflects on the pivotal moment when he realized that writing a nonfiction book could be the key to turning his life around. Despite initially aiming for literary success with novels, he embraced the opportunity to write a book that aligned with his interests and skills. This shift in focus ultimately led to the creation of a successful nonfiction book that changed the trajectory of his career. Greene discusses the power of putting oneself in a position of death-ground strategy, where success is the only option, leading to increased energy and creativity. He talks about the impact of his book, which gained popularity in unexpected places like the hip-hop world, with artists like Jay-Z quoting the 48 Laws of Power. He also shares his experience of being invited to Italy for a book tour and mingling with Italian politicians and paparazzi. The conversation shifts to the influence of Hollywood and the media in society. Greene explains that Hollywood is primarily driven by money and the need to make profitable films. He discusses the challenges faced by independent filmmakers in a competitive and risk-averse industry, highlighting the impact of nepotism, where creativity may be stifled by favoritism towards industry insiders. The discussion touches on the changing landscape of filmmaking, with fewer movies being produced by major studios like Sony Pictures. Greene emphasizes the importance of taking risks and nurturing creativity in the industry. He encourages aspiring filmmakers to embrace opportunities to create unique and innovative content, even if it means starting small or working for little pay. They also explore the power dynamics in Hollywood and the influence of social media on the entertainment industry. They discuss the merging of government and media interests, leading to a shift in societal norms and values. Greene shares insights into the manipulation tactics used by powerful entities to control public perception and behavior. Greene emphasizes the importance of taking action and pursuing one's creative ideas without waiting for external validation or support. He encourages young people with film ideas to go out and make their movies independently, highlighting the potential for success even with a limited budget. He also discusses the decline of creativity in modern society, attributing it to the instant gratification provided by technology and online platforms. The conversation delves into the role of love in sparking imagination and creativity. Both Greene and Vaughn share personal experiences of using love as a source of inspiration and motivation in their creative endeavors. They also reflect on the impact of online pornography on relationships and the loss of traditional courtship skills due to easy access to explicit content. The discussion shifts to the concept of seduction, with Greene sharing insights from his book, The Art of Seduction. He recalls observing a charismatic Brazilian man named Eduardo, who had a natural charm and confidence that captivated women. He emphasizes the importance of genuine interest and connection in seduction, rather than focusing solely on physical attraction or manipulation. The conversation touches on the decline of face-to-face interactions and the fear of rejection among young men in approaching women. Greene and Vaughn reflect on their own experiences of overcoming social anxiety and building confidence in romantic pursuits. They discuss the impact of technology on dating dynamics and the loss of traditional courtship rituals. Greene shares his reading preferences and influences, citing authors like John Irving, Hermann Hesse, and Carlos Castaneda. He discusses the impact of Castaneda's work on his own writing and ideas, particularly in exploring consciousness and alternative perspectives on reality. He also mentions his upcoming book on the sublime, which delves into experiences that transcend ordinary perception and provoke deep introspection. The conversation delves into the nature of consciousness and the interconnectedness of all living beings. Greene highlights recent scientific findings that suggest animals possess consciousness and unique sensory abilities beyond human perception. He explores the concept of expanding one's awareness to appreciate the complexity and beauty of the universe, urging listeners to marvel at the mysteries of existence. As the podcast concludes, Greene reflects on the transformative power of confronting mortality and embracing life's uncertainties. He shares a personal anecdote of surviving a stroke and the profound impact it had on his perspective. He emphasizes the importance of gratitude, self-reflection, and seeking moments of transcendence in everyday life.